So I finally got on live. They blocked me, or actually I wasn't, there was something wrong and I couldn't go on. But now it's working fine, so I'm gonna try to explain everything that I've been doing, where I've been out of the scene for a while, I think like 5-6 months or something. But you know what, I'm gonna promise you guys, I'm not gonna let that happen again. I'm not gonna let that happen again. Because it's dark, man. It's dark when, you know, and I know a lot of people are kind of living in that way that I lived, but I'll get all into that when we get into our talks and stuff. I want to see if there's some people that are coming on, some people that want to talk. But yeah, last 6 months was crazy. You know, it was a lot of self-reflection. Like my dad came up, I think you guys remember that. That's the last time I think went live, was before my dad showed up. And I had all these predetermined ideas of what we were gonna do, how it was gonna be. You know, like when he came up here, like, man, I have his dream. That studio he wanted, that he told me about, that he never could have because he had kids, because he had me. I have that. Let's do some artwork, you know, while you're still alive, while you're still here. Like I got that studio now. We could just focus on artwork. And so even before that, like go back, way back before that, my mom's been having issues with him for forever. And they moved into an apartment building that my parents owned, a 3-plex. The main floor they were gonna rent out, or the main floor had renters. My dad went to the basement, my mom went upstairs. Kind of like a little separation, but they're still together, whatever, right? Kind of, so one of those things. Let me see here. Yeah, so a little separation, whatever, but the people on the main floor ended up moving out. They got renters. My dad couldn't stand them. The renters couldn't stand my dad. They ended up moving out. I think they got somebody else and they moved out, and my mom just realized like she can't rent the place with him there. He's just gets too upset, too loud. People messaging me and too like just angry just all the time. Somebody's against them. Somebody's always against them and stuff. How you guys doing? Thanks for coming, man. Hey, Gabi. Nice to see you, girl. Yeah, so I'm just explaining why I've been away and why I can't let that happen again. You know, I think I said one time before that if I'm not on here doing stuff and hanging out, and, you know, because I know this is the future. If I'm going to be selling my Iron Camp or my mental health stuff or just motivate people or help somebody, that's like who I am. I'm not the 9-to-5 or sit at the desk or do that kind of job. People that do that, that's great. If you could grind that, I salute you. I give you the highest props. But I have to communicate with people. And when I'm at my lowest, I don't want to communicate with nobody. So it's like my krypton, right? Like it just destroys me. So it takes me away from, you know, and I get so much anxiety too, talking or getting ready for stuff. And even to go on tonight, I gotta practice just going on and not having like I'll show you guys the studio and everything, but it's a mess. It's a total mess. And a lot of the artwork you remember from before is about the same. Some things I completed, some things are the same. Some things I put a little bit more work on. Some things I overworked and destroyed, but I'll show you all those. Oh yeah, my current piece I'm working on that was in the thumbnail there is this one. This is for the wife, the front of the house. And it's not completely done yet, but it's our welcome sign. He's holding candy canes. And he's got a little dog in his hand, you know, the Grinch dog. And it's just a puppy though. And it says Bianca House, and I gotta make that a little bit more legible because you can't really tell what it says, but it's just like a sign the dog's holding. And he's got candy canes in his hand that I'm not done yet, so I'm gonna make candy canes there. And yes, he's giving the middle finger, but I'm gonna see if the wife notices. If she doesn't, I'm good. But Gabi, thanks for saying that. Love, baby, love with the E's. Lovey. Yeah, so my dad came up, got in a big fight, like a big one, man. But this time, like, you know, I saw the moment, you know, when somebody jump scares you. That happened to me all the time when I was a kid, but it would come from his yelling, just his abrupt, like, scream, like I did something wrong, right? It'd be like, and then instant fear and cowering and hiding. And everything. So a lot of my past traumas came from that, right? And I made him do that. I saw him do that because he yelled at me when we were in the car because we were like a few days in. I think he left on day 8. He was supposed to stay with me and work and do artwork and rekindle like just our relationship for about till I had him booked till June 16th, which is the day after my birthday. And I was born on Father's Day. June 15th is my birthday, and it was a Father's Day in 1980. So I thought it'd be special, right? Celebrate that together. And it would have been like 31 days total. And I just think back, like, I was thinking, no, not, was it 31 days? It was something like that. It's 20 something. It was a long time, anyways. And I was like, man, what was I thinking? Spending all that time with him. But we were talking on the phone. That's the thing. Like every day, I just call him like a buddy. How's it going, man? What are you saying? Like, I can't wait for you to come up. Or, even before that, like, how you doing? Like, talk to him and talk to mom separately. And I know my mom's pissed off because he did something, and I find out his end of the story. One story was his next door neighbor, and he's always upset at the neighbors, man. Like growing up, I never knew nobody in the neighborhood. Everybody was like, oh, don't talk to them, don't do them. Like he was just like, didn't want us seeing or talking to anybody. But anyways, that didn't stop me. I still made friends and everything, but my mom, man, I feel so bad for her being so sheltered. The next door neighbor had a basement renter, and they used to always park, like when they got like delivery orders or whatever, they'd park on the end of their driveway. They have a huge driveway, and it goes down and to the back of the house. They could probably fit 10 cars if everybody's parked smart. I'll invite, if people are asking to invite Gabi, yeah, I'll invite you, girl, for sure. But yeah, so somebody was going to the to drop off food or something. Hey, Gabi.
What's up?
Somebody was dropping off food. I'm just telling a story about my dad's place where somebody was dropping off food, and my dad got pissed off to the point where he was getting in a screaming match. Like he was going to get in like a fist fight with the guy.
Yeah.
And it was like, it wasn't even the neighbor. It was like the Uber. Like the Uber drivers would just sit there. And you know how it's always a
Yeah.
different Uber driver. It's like rare that
Yeah.
you get the same driver to the door. It's like, it's so weird, actually. I've never got the same driver when I think about it. But anyways, so he'd always see this happening, and he'd think it's the neighbors, or he'd be like, tell Uber not to park there. Uber's going to park where they want to. You don't really tell them.
Yeah.
He's got like, just where his property line is. It's just easier for people to get off the street because he's on like a main street.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
maybe
So he's one of them guys. That's my dad. You don't park there. Nobody parks there.
Oh, you made
Even though
the
nobody
biggest
parks
deal.
there ever.
He made the biggest deal to the point where a guy was like threatening, Dad, like think of it like logically. Like if you want this house protected, because he's always worried about security and stuff, you got a guy there that's on the clock. He's got GPS on him. If anything happens around the front of the house while Uber driver's there who's working, like we got extra eyes. You got extra set of eyes. He's not gonna do anything bad. He's on GPS. Like you think it's Uber drivers. It's like if you didn't know what's going on, like, okay, be mad, find out who's parking. But once you found out, don't you think you should have changed your approach and been like, okay, well, now I know what it is. It's not just people party. He's going to be there for a few minutes and drive away. But the few minutes he's there, you go, look around. He'll tell me if there's any danger. Be friends with him. Like, he's an idiot, right? So it drove me nuts. Anyways, that's when my mom told me, he told me the similar story, except like, oh, she started calling me names or something, and my mom's like, no, but she didn't say anything rude to him. He was just getting upset because she was logical.
Yeah.
But anyways, I invited him up. We were talking forever. It was so good, like just communicating with him again and like being a buddy and like having like going on a drive. I love talking to somebody when I go on a drive. Because once I got my blue Forerunner, it was like the first new car I ever got and had Bluetooth, and I thought that was the fucking baddest thing in the world. Like I couldn't believe it. So I was Bluetoothing everybody. Can you believe I'm on the phone right now? I'm driving, and it's legal because I'm not like hands held, and it's like speakerphone for the car. I don't even know where the speaker is. Hello, do I sound louder right now? Oh, I was like a kid. I didn't even know. But anyways, yeah, he came up and we fucking got in a big fight. I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, I guess I was maybe pressuring him to do too much, or he felt like I was pressuring him, but I was like, man, just chill. and I'm gonna do artwork. If you want to join me, join me. I'm gonna ask you questions. Like I don't know how to use, like for this one right here, my friend's piece. I don't know if you see it. It's like kind of there's gold and silver,
Oh yeah, I
like
see it.
gold leaf,
That's
platinum, and they
nice.
just had a baby, and their dogs
Uh-huh.
are there. See if I can show it. I've got this set up on a contraption. Yeah, they're in the way. But let me get it here. So it's that. Can't really tell what it is, but you can see the dogs are in gold,
Oh, I could tell for sure. Yeah.
and they're
It's
in.
only people who are like fucking blank people. You know what I mean? Like boring people probably wouldn't tell. People with no
Yeah.
artistic fucking knowledge.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give that to them when I see them next for with their baby. So that's gonna be
Yeah,
good.
that's so sweet.
And yeah, so and then after that, I just went into a deep dive into, what do you want to call it? Like depression hood. I
Yep.
deep dived into depression hood, and it
Yeah.
was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
I was there. I'm a fucking. Yeah. I was there my whole life. I got out of it when I was 30. I'm 36 now. But
6 years out of it.
Yeah.
6 years out of it. Way to go.
Um,
Way to go.
and I didn't take no fucking pills. I didn't talk to anybody. I just said, no, it will fucking work its way through, man. If this is the way I'm
Cold
supposed
turkey.
to do. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did cold turk. Cold turk did.
Was
Any,
that
any,
I was
any,
supposed to go to work and I ended up fainting on the plane before we took off, so I stayed home. And then I slept for 2 days because my head was all fucking hurt. And then when I got up that one day and I fucking went through the whole day doing shit. And then it wasn't until I came back to bed was when I realized, what the fuck? That was the first time I fucking ever got out of bed like that with no fucking. It would usually take me 2 hours to work myself out to get the fuck out of bed. I was like,
so
fuck.
what was it that you said did that? Like what do you like?
It was just all of a sudden my happiness, my fucking willing to fucking want to, like, because I spent that whole day just being happy. It just didn't even click in, you know
I
what I
know,
mean?
isn't it such a crazy feeling
It's,
when it clicks, like when you click
yeah,
into yourself and you're like, okay, like that piece of dirt on the floor in my room, I'm actually gonna go pick it up and put it
right.
in the
No
garbage.
fucking doubt. Yeah, yeah. You're like so
I'm not
pissed
gonna
off.
look at it for
You don't
fucking
have the
like,
energy to do it. You're looking at it. You're like, don't. You're like fucking walking by it all the time. You're like, fuck. Okay,
yeah,
fine. I'll
no.
fucking do it now.
Get stuff done, get up. I
Oh,
get
fine.
up early, I go like get my wife a coffee, get myself like get us coffees. I'll
Yeah.
like drive around, feel good. Like days I'm not, man, I'm like sleeping until
Oh, fuck.
10:30,
And man,
last
I would sleep for
possible
a whole week
moment.
at a time. I would sleep for a whole fucking week off. I would
Yeah,
sleep for a whole week. You're like, man,
you
it's
will see
fucking.
me.
I was like, you know what? You just sometimes you just don't fucking give a fuck. You just like don't even have answers. Don't even want to know. Just fucking. You're just being. You know?
Yeah, you won't even
Yeah.
see me. Don't even. But that's the
Yeah.
thing, right? Like
It's like
when
yeah.
I'm in that state, and my wife knows, like she leaves me alone a lot of the
Yeah.
times
Fuck yeah.
because we've been together long enough where we
They
got
know. They fucking know
crazy
until leave you the fuck alone.
situations, and
Yeah.
I'm not in the right state of mind, and very easily, emotions rise and spark really easily. But she became a therapist over the time that I was away, I think, too. Or maybe I talked to people about that, but during her therapy work, like her online course she was doing, she used me as a guinea pig, or like as a, every chapter was, a topic: anxiety, depression, PTSD, grief. And at the end, she had to do a incoming appointment with somebody that was suffering from one of those, right? So I
Yeah.
was that person. And everybody I made up, Johnny, Breeze, or whatever names, we had scenarios with them. But I had like, I felt like I was getting better myself, even though I was using somebody else's story that I was just
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
up. It was kind of close to home because it was, I guess you could say some of the stories were like, I don't want to say true, but like embellished that really happened in my life, right?
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, and she did really good on that course. But I could tell, even because I took therapy before for years before that, and I could tell right away she'd be a great therapist.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Good though, fuck. Like, son, like I don't, I fucking, I hate anybody knowing what the fuck's going on in my life because nobody's gonna fucking. They're just there to be annoying to me. You know what I find? I'm like,
yeah,
yeah, thanks for giving a fuck, but really, when you stop talking to me right now, you're gonna forget all about me. You're not gonna give a fuck about what's going on. It's like
exactly.
I don't
Stop
fucking I
fucking
don't let
pretending
anybody do
like,
my shit. I'm
yeah,
like, fuck you guys. I like nobody will fucking ever help me with this shit. It's like fuck.
everybody.
It's like you pretend to care. It's like fuck off.
like everybody will pretend to be there or want to be there or just not be there. I'd rather like not be there, you know,
Yeah,
and have those
I stay
peace.
the fuck home. Like I went out
But
yesterday and went shopping. I'm like, holy fuck, I haven't done that in a long time. Like I can't stand fucking going around people and shit.
but don't you find that
Yeah.
like almost like we overexert ourselves around people and it almost drains us. It gets to a point
Yeah.
where it's too much.
But like, I
But
mean, this is the thing. So like, I haven't been at work since like fucking May or April. Like I've been off work. I'm like I just could not get myself to get on that fucking plane anymore. I was like I'm tired because I can't have enough time to be at home to fucking focus on what the fuck what's going on in my personal fucking life. And then also it's like I just couldn't go there fucking faking my happiness anymore. I'm like I'm
I
tired of putting on
know.
this fake fucking happiness when I'm really fucking hurting inside. I got shit that's going on inside that nobody will fucking knows.
And you
Yeah.
just know it's not right. You just
It's
know
not.
there's
It's like
something
I
not
like
right.
it's
And
not right for me or not right for them. Fucking have to see me like not being genuine.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
So like I worked on my shit though now. I'm fucking the strongest as I've ever been. And it's like I don't fucking give a shit what anybody out there. I'm like
isn't
I'm
it
the best
amazing
person
though?
I can
Like,
be. It's like you I don't even hear what you're saying to me right now. What'd you just say? It's
yeah,
like you
yeah,
keep your little petty
it
ass
doesn't
fucking
affect
comments
me.
to yourself because you're a fucking loser. You won't work on yourself. I got me. So fuck you. You want to try and bring me down? No, not happening.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hi. Hi. Good.
no,
How are
it's
you?
true. No, it's very true.
Because live. Yeah.
I have this.
Hi.
I have this.
Hi. This is my cousin. I'm gonna do that. Hi. Love you. Sorry, just had some visitors pop in. So.
No problem. No problem. I
Who?
have this.
Open the door.
Oh, did you guys have some fun earlier?
Pardon?
Did you guys just have some fun earlier?
Oh, this.
The police outfit on?
I just woke up. I slept all fucking day, and
Oh
then
yeah, right.
I just did a
Now I'm
couple
looking at you. You got
TikToks
the
before I
robe
came on with
on,
you.
the
I
police
just did a
outfit
couple
on underneath.
TikToks with like, so I put this on,
That's awesome.
and then you see you invited me, so I was like, oh shit.
What are you doing tonight? What'd you do tonight?
Oh, nothing. I'm just sitting at home, not doing anything at all. I don't plan. I don't fucking. You know what I mean? I fucking my whole life, man. All I wanted was recognition from fucking people, and I worked so hard to try to please everybody. And then now I'm just like, fucking what? I'm like,
Me
these
too.
people
That's
like me for
crazy.
who the fuck I am, and I ain't gonna lift a finger for anybody anymore because they won't ever put in the fucking amount of work I've ever put in for anybody else. You know what I mean? Fuck
Yeah.
that. I'm too fucking good, and I gave my whole life away to everybody else. Now it's me. This is Gabby time.
Gabby time, baby.
Gabby time.
Yeah, so when my dad was up, we just had the bad falling out, and then I just got into, a depressive state. Didn't even really want to paint. Had some stuff on the go, but didn't even really get into it. Like I didn't even want to train people. Like the things I love doing, I wasn't
Yeah.
loving.
Fuck me
I
too,
knew
man.
something was
Like
wrong,
my
but I
music,
knew it
I'm
would come
fucking
to an end too. I just had to
yeah.
keep going.
No, that's a big thing, man. But what did you figure it out? Did you work on it? Did you have to go
Yeah,
through it?
yeah. I'm way better now. I'm like
Yeah,
fuck yeah.
yeah.
I feel like I'm indestructible from what I've just been
Fuck
through.
yeah.
But honestly, like I feel indestructible.
Mm.
I don't feel like
Let's
anything can hit me.
go.
Yeah. My right arm is
Indestructible,
still fucked up
motherfucker.
though. Like my right arm, I only got like I showed you the nerve issues of my arm, right? Like um I got so this here, so let me show you. So with my arm, I lost like this. There's a couple of muscles that I lost, but one of them's in my forearm. It's hard to kind of see it.
Yeah, mate. I see
But
it.
it's
I see it.
like,
I see
you
it.
know what I mean? It comes down
Yeah.
funny and
Fuck,
lost
man.
kind of anconeus and different muscles in here, like the lateral head of the tricep and the long hand. So I'm just trying to grow those back, and like a little bit of my chest caved in.
Yeah.
It's weird because this chest is still bigger, but this lat I can't really flex.
Holy,
But it's just from the nerve damage. I don't know if you can see the scar from my surgery, but
holy fuck,
the guy
man.
did a really good job on it. But so I just my hand went on me, and what that means is I just like lose feeling, and I can't do anything, and their strength's
Yeah,
gone, and
yeah,
my forearms and everything just pins and needles, just burning pain. So I just
yeah.
woke up like that one day, probably like 3-4 weeks ago, and it scared the shit out of me. It scared the shit out of me,
Look
and I
at
was like,
me.
"What the fuck?" And I'm like, "No way, I'm gonna have to have another surgery. Maybe this
Yeah,
shit in my surgery went wrong. Maybe something fell out. Maybe
yeah,
I don't know, right?" So I went to my
yeah,
doctor, freaking out, what's happening? Gets an X-ray. My fucking spine's all fucked up. It's always been fucked up. I always knew that, but there's different parts of my C spine that are looking closer together. they're called osteophytes. It's basically like
Okay,
my
yeah, yeah.
fucking degeneration of my spine, my scraping and moving of it
Yeah.
creates hard edges, and those edges can come in contact with the nerves.
Oh
And
shit,
even if
yeah.
it just contacts the nerve for like a millisecond, it'll fuck up your arm for like a
I
day.
yeah. Fucking
And
right.
even if you got it
Fuck
out,
that. Yeah,
like
those nerves,
it
man.
just
Holy
taps
shit.
it, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, I said, fuck it. I started working out. And I wasn't working out at this time. I said, I'm working out. I'm doing the physio bullshit that because the doctor said go to physio. I'm like, no, I'm not going to physio, man. I know I know what I got to do because I've been there for this shit. And I just looked up the different types of nerves because it's more C2, C3, a little higher. Anything in the C's, I'm fucking terrified of because I know it's going to just shut down my whole body. So it's just neck strengthening and making sure like I'm, now it's just proven a point to me, a deep point that I have to train. Because before my training was all about I had to get bigger. I had to look a certain way. I had to compete with all these people because everybody's beating me right now. And I looked at everybody and
Fuck everybody. You're beating everybody in my eyes.
thank you.
See?
Thank
Fuck
you.
everybody else. Fuck them. Where are they? They're not here fucking being a good friend, being fucking dope to talk to and shit. Somebody who I look forward to seeing one day
Go
whenever you
time,
come back
baby.
on.
Let's go. Hey, do you want to do a 28-day challenge?
What is that?
Fitness challenge? I know you're pretty jacked, but you want to get more jacked?
Excuse me, sir. You want to go with 28 days in jail?
28-day challenge. You could do it at home.
Well, explain to me. What is it all about? Let's go.
It's based on Mike Metzger's high intensity hypertrophy training. So if you look up his training there's like a famous month-long session he had with this guy, Casey Viator, his bodybuilder. Viator came off an injury, lost some weight. He was 167 pounds, but he was pretty jacked. He was a good size anyway. So the gains he got were just incredible, but a lot of it's to do with the fact that he'd had already grown a lot of muscle cells already, which is basically like muscle memory. So he just had to rejuvenate those cells and just fill them up again. And probably built a bunch of new ones. But he went from 167 pounds to 216 pounds doing this program. And what he did was they went to a certain number of reps for the first set. And they had to wait 15 seconds and do another set, as many as they could do.
Okay, I think I've heard of this guy.
Yes. And then another set, as many as they could do.
Yeah, you don't take too long of a break in between sets. You just fucking, you don't let them rest. You only let them rest for a little bit, and then you have to get them in moving again.
Yeah.
I think I fucking heard about this guy, yeah.
Intensity and just pump. It's crazy. And you do your full body. You do every workout, you do your full body.
Yeah.
And then you take a day off, and then you do your full body again the next day. And you do one exercise per body part. Right. So that was his thing. And he went around a gym with this guys, and everything was set up like a squat rack, bench press, machine, some kind of row, some kind of overhead press or something for the upper back. So he was targeting all these areas. So that's what I got to do. I put like a group thing together, and I'm going to be kind of testing that out on people, but I'm just looking for guinea pigs to want to test it out on. Right. So if you want to do that, I'll send you the workouts.
I'll do it right now. Fucking test me out right now. Let's go. Right fucking now. You want to test me out? Let's go.
Okay, let me see how you squat. We're gonna put you
Yeah, okay, let's go in the living room. Let's turn some lights on here. Hold on. Sorry for my shoes are so squeaky.
Those are your shoes?
Yeah.
They sound like bells. Yeah, squeak. You are wearing bells.
All right, well,
it's so annoying in the morning. Wear those in the morning when the house is asleep.
Okay, let's go. Take these off. Hey, don't look at me.
All right, let's see you squat. Let's see you squat.
I'm just kidding. I'll put my pants back on. People would be like, what the fuck? Support your page.
I know. And now we're losing people. People are coming here going, what? Wait a second. I just saw legs.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. Let's go. Ready? So just like these. There, that's what I do for squats.
Not bad.
Hey, not bad.
You take some advice?
Take some advice, of course. Why wouldn't I?
Don't stick the butt out so far.
I'm not sticking it out.
No, fuck off. You're sticking it out. Don't
I'm
stick
not.
the butt out so far. Look at you're sticking it out already.
I'm
Okay.
not.
Okay.
That's
Stand
not
up straight. Straighten your back. Straighten your back. Stand up straight. Shoulders down. Stop arching so much. Okay. Now what I want you to do when you go down is let the knees travel forward a little bit. Let your knees travel forward a little bit. Keep weight on your feet. Evenly distribute pressure. So you're not too much on your toes, not too much on your heels. Even throughout your feet. Let the knees go forward. And I need you to get lower. Lower. Right there. Back up. Good. Okay, let me see more of your legs though, so I see what's going on with your knees.
What happened here? Ready?
Yeah. Let your knees track forward.
On your knees. Get on your knees. Ready?
Get on your knees, police officer.
You want to go like this? You want me to go this way or this way?
Doesn't matter. Actually, go sideways. Go sideways.
Like this?
And then, yeah.
Ready?
Okay, back up from there. That's your squat. Now do it forward. Now do it forward.
Okay.
Face me. Okay. That's good. Okay, you can do this program.
I passed.
You can do this program.
Squat. We don't do steps around here. We do squats, motherfucker.
Let me know when you're ready to start, though, honestly, because I'll send it to you, and maybe next week, whatever. But it's going to start for everybody else.
Quit your ass out. I'm not. Oh, God.
But yeah, not much going on other than that. Doing the program, and then painting. That's it.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
You got the white guy, too. I love Christmas, for real, because this is dope. Shit.
I said I was going to talk about not relying on anybody, because that was a topic that came up from one of my friends. He was saying that.
Can't rely on anybody. Fuck, nobody's ever gonna do what you want them to do, man. I can't stand trying to work with anybody because I think they're gonna come on. You should know how I am. I don't fuck around. I just get things done right now. And they say slowly learn because you have to get mad at them to fucking realize what you want when you want it. And it's like
You gotta
I
know
can't
your boundaries, right? You gotta know your boundaries.
The things that I really need in this life, yeah, exactly. The things that I really need for people to rely on, I can never trust. I can never count on anybody, except for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to talk to him about, because he said his friends no, don't rely on anybody, and he's dying to have, I know he's such a good heart, man, and he's going through a lot. He suffers from just, anxiety and a lot of stuff that I see people from dealing with, but it's causing really bad, just stress and just panic attacks and stuff. So I really want to help him. But the biggest thing was he knows I'm there for him no matter what, right? But I'm saying, even me, you can't rely on me, because I would kill me to, disappoint you anyways, but it would be one of those things that I don't want you to, put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
Always make sure that you have yourself at the,
sure. Everybody in the fucking world should rely on the damn self, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been kind of focusing on, and I'm glad you agree. So if he sees this, he can see that.
When haven't I agreed with you, huh? I told you we're the same fucking person, but
I don't think ever. Yeah, you're the female of me. I just female version.
Fucking right, man. I'm down to fuck shit up. I'm down to not. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So I'm gonna try to go on at around 1:30 tomorrow. 1:30.
Well, what time is that for you? Because right now it's 3:36.
What time is it here? I don't even have a.
It's all good. Don't worry about it. But yeah, just give me a heads up or some message or something.
I'm just checking what's going on. On it.
We're not the same time, right? I think you're an hour behind.
I think it's two.
Yeah.
What'd you say it was? 3:36?
37, yeah.
37. I think I'm 2:37.
Okay.
I'm gonna invite.
Well, fuck, I'll be there I'll be there an hour ahead of you. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be doing reps before you even give me some reps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I started this page going live, I had a lot of, it was mostly artwork and like mental health talk, which is
Yeah.
awesome. I love that shit. But I was like stepping away from my fitness, and that was the realization I got, was fitness is so important.
No man.
Taking care of our health is going to determine how happy you're going to be. It's going to
Exactly.
determine how quick you're going to get out of this depression. It's going to determine like, just everything, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your awareness, your confidence to walk in that door between, whatever's going on that might, before gave you anxiousness or whatever. Right. So it's like just making sure that we all put ourselves first, and that's like fitness, health, our mental state, our ability to kind of just say no to people.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
important, to be able to say no, and to be able to like trust your own word.
Yeah.
Say you're going to do things and actually do them, because that puts you down. Those little, if you don't do it, you back
Oof.
out. I'm not feeling well.
No.
Maybe for the moment you're like, good, I got out of that guy,
No
helping
doubt.
me, saying I'm sick. Now I gotta, I can't
Yeah.
really post
That's
anything.
me. That's me. Totally.
I can't be caught going outside now. Now you cause
Always
more
done that.
problems, right?
Yeah.
And that's just basically one of those things we do. And
For real. Like, yeah, I gotta quit fucking. Just gotta step up to my shit. You know what I mean? Like, in the moment,
just
sometimes it
like,
sounds good.
ask me if I want to go somewhere.
You?
Yeah. Ask
Okay,
me.
do you want to go kayaking?
No. See,
No.
I could do that.
Okay.
I could do that. I will
Yeah.
though. I will.
Okay.
I will, but just saying,
Yeah.
like I gotta practice.
Oh, it's, you know what I think it is, because because you, like, if you said no to somebody who asked you, then they'll start on their little fucking rampage to be like, well, why do you say no? Like, really? I asked you, like, it took the time out to ask you, and I was thinking you were gonna say yes. And
I'll be like, yo, what do you want me to say? Yes, and then I don't show up?
yeah.
Because I could do
Yeah,
that.
no,
I've been
no
doing
doubt,
that my
right?
whole life. I'll
Yeah.
come
It's
up
like,
with
like I used to be so worried
get
about
sick
people's
that morning.
feelings, and like, yeah, no doubt. It's like I used to be so like, I was like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I used to, people were so ahead of me before, but now I'm putting myself ahead.
Well, you, like me, held yourself back to watch.
You fucking right.
To watch the fuck
Fucking
ups
right.
and to watch all the shit.
Yep.
I remember I went to grade 8, and this hot girl, she was pretty hot. She was older, more experienced. You could just tell. She hung out with the guys, and I was never really with any girls, and she was hot. And I don't know if it's because I played sports, or was like the only guy that really played sports, but it was like honor roll too. Like I got the science award in grade that year. I got the science award.
Nice.
So anyways, we go on a date, and I go to her house, and first time ever, somebody tongue kissed me. They like put their mouth in my tongue. I knew about it, like movies or whatever. And
I remember that first time too.
and she was wanting to have sex, and I had no idea. I'm thinking about this after, but I said I gotta go because I gotta go shopping with my mom, like grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Go on the streetcar with her or whatever, and we go grocery shopping. And that's the first thing that came to my mind, that I gotta leave. And then the next day, there's this guy I was having like a little feud with in town. He was more popular than me. He was a Greek kid. I'm half Greek, but he owned his father owned a restaurant at the end of the block, and it was like Bill's Fish and Chips or something. It was just some family-run restaurant, and he lived in this building. He lived in the basement, and this fucking guy borrowed a game off me. I remember to this day. It just came out on NES, Double Dragon 2. Fantastic game, by the way. Lent it to him, asked for it back a few days later. How's the game going? And this is when I should have learned how to like negotiate, right? Never talked about a return date or nothing, just lent him the game. And he said he lost it. I know he lied, but I was like, what was I going to do? I didn't, really stick up for anything. I'm like, okay, that sucks, go without the game. My dad asked me on my birthday, June 15th. These dates I'll never forget. June 15th, on my 10th birthday, so 1990, my dad asked me where the game was, and we're sitting in the back of the car. And the reason I remember it was that date, because Dick Tracy, the movie with Warren Beatty, just came out, Madonna, and we're sitting watching this shit movie in a car in outdoor, what are they called? Movie theaters, where you
drive-ins.
hear it through your radio.
Drive-ins.
Sitting with all these other fucking idiots that don't know, like, they could do this at home. It's the stupidest thing ever. So anyways, he asked me, I told him I lost it. What happened? He blows up. No, not even low. Oh no, what happened? How did you lose it?
No doubt.
And just boom, I can't believe you. And then lent it to somebody and he stole it from me. You punk, you're a little piece. You let
You
somebody
could have
steal
just
it
fucking
from
said
you.
that in the first place.
Who are
Instead of
you?
fucking
You're not
lying.
a man.
Yeah,
Fucking
you fucking piece of
smokes me.
shit. Fuck. Yeah, no doubt.
So yeah, so that's what I remember from that.
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
gonna
that guy.
get
I right
sleeping
away
with
when you
me
said
on.
that he lost it. Obviously, somebody stole it from him.
But you know, I
Yeah.
got him back though. This one time he used to do work for some of his cousins and their parents. My family didn't have much money, but my grandma knew a lot of people. His mother knew a lot of people that had a bunch of money and owned grocery stores. They came to Canada, you know, in the 40s, 50s, and they started doing little grocery stores, little shacks and shit. They knew how to grow stuff, right? So he was doing this thing at Highland Farms, which is a really big grocery chain in Toronto, and he ended up going like it was like an event. You could win stuff, but it was like promoting like this grocery store is like giving back to the public. They're getting like free hot dogs. There was games. It was like a carnival set up, and I remember being there. And I was playing baseball at the time, and I was pretty good at baseball. I played like 9 years old, 10 years old, up until 12 or 13, but like travel baseball, going everywhere for like a select Toronto team. And so my arm was pretty good, and my dad was in the dunk tank. So you have to like throw the ball and hit the red, hit the target
Yeah,
when it falls
yeah.
in the water. So I got three
Yeah.
throws. First two throws I missed, but they're pretty close. And this was just after that Warren Beatty episode where I lost the game. And anyways, so I just focus. I'm like focusing, and you get to win this Norco Spitfire bike. I'll remember that bike because it was like one of my favorite bikes. Like,
Yeah.
I was sick. Anyways, threw it. It hit the corner. It hit the corner of the target. And you know how there's a fence protecting him over before dunk tanks, just in case I hit the cage. It hit the corner of the thing into his nose, broke his nose. It falls in as it's gushing blood, fills the water. It was amazing. It was the most amazing thing. I fucking swear to God. Swear on my grandma, swear on everybody's life. Hit the corner of the fucking thing, hits his nose,
That's
and
awesome.
then falls in dunk
Yes.
tank. I wish that was ever recorded.
Yes.
That'd be
Oh, no
that'd
doubt.
be the best thing.
That's fucking awesome. So
But
awesome.
yeah, no, he was a joke. I remember just I have fun now just thinking about him. You know what? I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to him since he left that day. So, and I'm fine about it. I'm fine. I thought about it, and I'm like, man, I didn't do nothing wrong. I don't particularly need
Yeah.
him in my life right now.
No
I need
doubt.
my mother. I want to make sure my
Yeah.
brother's good, his daughters. I want to make sure, like my wife and my dog and me and close friends and and that's it. But first and foremost, like I said, the main topic is ourselves. We have to focus on
Yeah.
ourselves 100%. We
Yeah.
can't rely on anybody. You can rely on
Yeah, put your
somebody, but I
mask
would
on
say
before you help anybody else. Fuck yeah.
I'd say 50%. Give somebody like 50% reliability, but understand like the other 50%, they're not going to show up. So you can't be upset. You could just be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
like
No, give no one. Fuck them. Fuck anybody because you're the only one who knows yourself. And then everybody out there is like hiding something. How can you trust anybody that hides anything? I hide shit from the world.
listen to
Nobody can
this.
trust you.
What
Yeah.
did I say? I made up a quote that's kind of similar to what you were just saying, but everybody bears a scar. Some are better at hiding it, but it's still there or something like that. Like everybody
Yeah.
has a
Yeah.
scar. Everybody's
Yeah.
fucked up somewhere. Some are
Fucking
better at
right.
hiding it, but it's there, And it's like
Mm-hmm.
those scars that you have, that's your superpower. You got to know how to harness it,
Exactly.
not let them bother you.
No, for sure.
Actually
That's
get
that's
better.
exactly what I worked on, right?
Right. And if
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
work on them, if we don't go deep into those moments
It's
and
hard, man. It's
feel
hard, but you
them,
gotta do it. If you want to
man,
get that shit out of your fucking system, you have to fucking go where it hurts. And that's why you keep running away from your problems because you've always done it your whole life. You
they'll
keep
catch
running
up
away
to you,
from like
man.
reality. Like,
They'll
a
catch
lot of
up
people
to
run
you.
away from reality because they can't fucking handle because they have so much already built up inside them that they can't even accept any little part of reality because they got so much shit in the fucking burden pocket. Fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit with this thing behind me.
Yeah.
Yes, sit with this guy behind me.
But like the thing is like when I was going through this shit, like nobody was there to teach me. I was just reading some fucking books, and it happened to be what I needed for messages. And
Right.
then it was like helping me through it. So like I took a whole year just to work on myself, a year and a half to work on myself, and it's been a good fucking year and a half. Like I am where I am, and I used to like, you know what? I used to hold other people ahead of me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Now I think about it, I'm like, I was such an idiot for doing that. I'm like, I'm the light of this fucking life. Wherever I go, I bring the fucking light with me, and I brighten up a room wherever I go. And like, it's just like, I'm never gonna hold myself down and ever again. I'm like, no way. I meant this. I made this way for a reason, and I'm gonna fucking be proud of who I am.
Yep.
Not the shit that runs around in my head, you know.
You're the protagonist to your book, you know? Every chapter can't be putting somebody else's, thoughts and, somebody else's
Yeah.
thoughts and name can't be on your chapters more than yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, people, that the ones who got to see me when I was nicer, but yeah, that bitch ain't coming out to play anymore.
Yeah,
It's like,
sorry to all
oh,
those
she gets
fucking
hurt too
people that
fucking
saw
much.
me when I was
Yeah.
trying to be somebody other than myself.
Exactly.
Those people that knew me when I was trying to please people,
Yeah.
sorry, because the truth is here, But don't mind me while I have my popsicle. I fucking love popsicles, man. It's
Yeah.
one
No,
thing
for
that's
real.
like,
Yeah, those are
I
amazing.
gotta
They're
always
like
have
$6
popsicles
at
in my life.
Superstore, and you just like
You come
fill up your
over,
whole for
you
like
come
30 pack
over,
of them. Huh?
you come over in my house anytime you want. There's always gonna be a popsicle
Yeah.
for you.
Straight to the freezer. Don't even say hi to me. I need a popsicle. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I gotta eat this now because it's gonna go on me. I hate it when I
Yeah.
leave it too long and I
Don't
gotta
ever
put it
let
back
it
in the
melt in your
freezer.
hands.
It's a fucked up shape. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, like
So
when I
when
was
are we starting this thing? When are we
sharpening
starting
the
this fucking
pencils.
thing? When are we starting?
Did you see me? Did you see me when I was sharpening the pencils? People
Yeah,
were like,
yeah, of course I saw that. Oh,
"Oh man." What else? I was talking about how I think like jerking off like is funny.
yeah.
Like it's one of
I
it's
honestly, I can't stand guys that jerk off in front of me. I cannot. I don't know why. I just turn off.
no,
I
it's
just
the
like, I
grossest
don't.
thing. It's the weirdest thing. I'm just saying like from outside looking in, thinking about me as somebody else. Say I'm just a random generic PCN guy, and
Yeah.
I watched and I looked. I just appeared, you know,
Yeah.
and were watching me jerk off. I would be disgusted, and I
Ah,
would
I'm
fucking
disgusted.
like
I am.
start maybe laughing, maybe, or I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know, but it's just funny. It's just funny to me.
It's like me, I can only ever watch lesbian porn. That shit turns me the fuck on. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get with girls too, but whatever. I cannot watch a guy in his, I can't watch a guy in porn. It's gross to me.
Yeah, some girls are like that. I don't mind watching guys and girls.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't chosen to watch that shit, so maybe that's the reason why I haven't watched it. But
You were forced to watch porn.
was I ever forced? No.
No, nobody ever said you got to watch this porn. No,
No.
I was like,
Well, I mean, some guys like put it on, have it on their phone as a little clip, but I'm like, I'm good, man. I can't. There's a lot of things I can't stand. I'll just stick with blonde, big boob lesbians. I like that shit.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Bond, Big Blues.
Yep.
Who's give me an actress's name that you like.
Rachel. Her name's Rachel Cavalli. She's hot.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. She is
Mhm.
hot.
Yeah, there's something about her. I was just like, holy
She does
shit.
some, yeah, she does some like stepmom shit that really
Yeah, yeah,
gets me going.
yeah.
Some stepmom, how you doing, stepmom? You fucking my dad. Why don't you come over here and see what
But
I'm
there's
talking
something
about?
about her. I don't know what it is. It's like it's her whole demeanor. It's her face. It's everything. I'm like, I don't know. It just clicks all my boxes.
Let me see if we're talking about the same
Clicks all
thing
my
here.
boxes.
Yeah. No, I think porn is healthy. You got to be able to control it though.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Be
there's
able to
this
control that
sickening,
shit.
like I had a roommate here and he was doing it nonstop all day, all fucking night. I'm like, I can't, I get you out of here. This is fucking disgusting. I can't hear this shit. And it was, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, if it was a site, but it was infecting like the Wi-Fi or something, but it was coming through my phone. I was hearing it through my recordings. I'm like, that's like part of the reason why I wasn't going online anymore, because I could just hear it. I could not hear that sound anymore. It's just fucking disgusting.
Yo,
You know?
I gave my dad my iPad and I like showed him how to go on porn sites and shit. Like I just showed him, right? Because I'm like,
Yeah.
that's what he wants. Like he doesn't know how to go on the computer. He's affected like
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
He was affected my
Yeah.
mom's computer because she's got like a desktop, but she does like the accounting
Right.
and she goes on there doing professional shit. And she went on there one day. There was all this like fucking porn pop-ups coming up. My mom's like, not into that. Like, and my dad fucked it up, right? And she's like, this is that's it. But I'm gonna check out what's that girl's name again?
Rachel Cavalli.
Oh yeah, girl. Here we go. We're gonna go in a little bit of a fantasy land land right now. Let me go. My favorite. What's your favorite site that you go check shit out on?
I'm always on the hub.
You're on the hub, eh?
Yeah, see the.
I don't think I've met anybody.
I'm not on it yet. I'm not on it yet, but.
I'm not on any. Maybe. Okay. Rachel Cavalli. You know what she is? She's like a blonde, big-titted Italian. I love that. Give me any Italian. Oh, I love Italians. Oh, yeah. Rachel Cavalli has a kink with her stepdaughter compilation. Jesus Christ, here we go. All right. So anyways, how's everybody doing out there? I don't know if anybody's been messaging or anything because I'm awful at this. But I want to say hi. With me tonight is Gabi and the Santo show. But Gabi, it's awesome to see you. I want to talk to you again tomorrow. I got to take off, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had a long ass day. I got to get some sleep. I'm going to try to go on. I'm going to try to go on again. Like
okay. You have a great night and I hope you just order.
What? Because I just saw Rachel Cavalli?
Yeah.
Shit, I should have gave it like 10 more minutes.
Have a great night.
I should have gave it like 10 more minutes.
We'll watch it at the same time. How about that?
Yo, I'll send you the link. All
right. See ya. Hey, have a good night. Bye.
Okay, you too. See you later, guys. See everybody. Thanks for watching.